Hey YouTube, today I'll be showing you how to create this motion flyer in Canva. So I just started out and the file size is 1080 by 1350. That's the standard size for Instagram. Then I'm just copying this bag that matches the brand colors and removing the background. Now I'm going to upload a picture from Jayda's website so that I can match the burgundy that she's been using to promote. And again, I just used the rectangle and made like a little box at the bottom, and that's where I'm gonna put like her website at. But I color matched to get that burgundy, and then you're gonna see me change the color of the purse because you can see they're a little off, and I just wanted it to be more cohesive, so I made the purse a little darker to match her brand color. So now I'm in elements and I'm going to search up shadow. I'm going to put a shadow at the bottom of the purse just so it gives the image a little more depth and it's not just looking like flat. And you'll just see me trying different shadows until I get the right one. With designing things, I'll just keep trying different things until I get the output that I feel like looks the best. And you can also change the opacity, like if it looks too dark. But yeah, I just keep playing around until I get exactly what I want. And I'm also just zooming in and zooming out so I can see like how it looks like as a whole composition. And this was the shadow that I thought looked the best. So for the logo, I wanted to match the burgundy. So I'm going to remove the background. Then I'm going to go to edit. And then I'm going to go to dual tone. And then custom. And then I'm going to edit it so that's the same burgundy as her brand colors. And boom, you have the logo in burgundy now. And you can do that with any logo to change the color to get it to the color that you want. Now that I pretty much have everything in place to where I'm gonna go to her website to get the products and add the products that I want. I wanted to do some lip glosses, some lip oils, just kind of like a mix of everything, liners, and her like perfume. So I literally just looked up pictures and got them from her website. Um, you'll see me literally getting everything and then mirror because I really wanted to be like the things that like what's in a girl's bag, but like her brand edition. So I wanted to encompass as much as I really could without it looking too overwhelming. So now that I pretty much have everything in Canva, I'm just literally going through removing all the backgrounds. And then since I wanted it to be like just the lip gloss, you're gonna see me go and erase the other side of the lip gloss where it's just the brush. And I'm sizing them so that they're all like close in size as well. And then right here, I'm just removing this, and then I am going to edit the cap so that it looks like the cap is on and it's just the full lip liner without the cap off in the swatch. How you would normally put it in your bag, you know? And then to make it easier for myself, I had just saved the lip liner and saved it with a transparent background and brought it in so that it's just one element. And then you're gonna see me just messing around with the placement. I want it to look like there's also some depth, so I added shadows to the images as well. And then I wanted it to be balanced, so I got another one of her lip liners and did the same exact thing where I just edited and put the top on it, saved it with a transparent background, and then re-uploaded it back into the file. And you'll see me literally just making sure that everything is even. And I also use guidelines in Canva, which you see like the numbers on top, and you'll probably see me bring them down once I start doing the animation as well. Or like, yep, right there. Right there. I'm just bringing in a guideline so that I can make sure that everything is even, because I don't like it looking uneven. And then I'm just playing around with the text to see which text that I want. And then you'll see me like select all the objects so that I can move them without interrupting them, because I feel like I needed more room for the text. And then I'm literally just going through all of my fonts to see which one I felt like fit best with the brand's aesthetic, this graphic, as well as like fitting her logo. Like, you don't want to do too many different fonts that clash. Now that I found my font, I'm going to go to effects, and then I'm going to go to curve because I feel like it just looked better like curving around the products. And you'll see me edit the curve to my liking, and also I'm going to edit the size of the text and straighten it. Now I'm going to add her website, so I'm just going to double click the rectangle that I made at the bottom and type her website in. And I'm going to change the color of that to white so that you can see it. And I'm just going to type her logo in, her website in, and then like find a font. And I'm also going to play with the spacing in the font and the different fonts and the font thicknesses. I'm trying to see if I wanted to go for like a thinner font or if I wanted to go for a more bold font. So you'll see me trying different ones, because originally I thought I wanted to go with like a really thin font, and then like after looking at it, I think I had made it thicker just because I couldn't decide, and I feel like it looked better in a thicker font. Also, you'll see me editing the sizing. Like, literally when I'm doing designs, I'm literally just playing around with things to see and like kind of get a feel of like what I think looks best. Like, if you're a creative person, then like your eyes won't lie to you. Like, if you feel like it needs to be more space between the text, make more space. Like, you can make any edits. So just change anything that you see is like off a little bit. And now you're gonna see me duplicate the page because I'm about to start animations, and I really just didn't want to lose like the look. And just in case if something messes up, I like to duplicate the page so that I know that I still have the design that I like really liked. So now that I have everything how I want it, I'm gonna animate it. And I tried to go through the pre-made animations, and I just went through all of them as y'all see, and I just really didn't like any of them. So I'm going to end up creating my own animation. So right now I'm going to duplicate the lip gloss and drag it down to where it looks like it's inside of the purse. And I duplicated it so that when I do the animation, I can know exactly where it stopped. Because again, everything's even, and I just really want everything to hit at the same place and still look like how it was still. So with the first couple of items, you're gonna see me duplicate them, and then after I'm gonna go in and delete them so that it doesn't look as dark. The shadow doesn't look as dark, because if it's doubled, it kind of makes the shadow dark. So I'm going to create an animation, and for it to work, you have to start in the purse. So I started inside the purse, which it looks like it's over now, but I'm gonna edit it, and then you're gonna drag the animation up and then hold shift so that it's steady. And then after you do it, you want to edit the animation style to smooth and also edit the speed. And you're gonna literally do that for everything. So now I'm getting the pink gloss, and I'm literally gonna do the same thing. So duplicate it. Make sure that the duplicated object is like literally right on top so it can hit the same spot. And you're literally just gonna drag it down. What I use to bring it down is I was using my keyboard, and I would literally just hold the down arrow until it was inside the purse. So you have to have some patience with it, but the outcome is worth it. So again, it's going to be the same thing. You go to create animation, and then you're literally going to hold shift and drag the item up to where you want it to be and edit the style. I wanted it to look smoother, so I put smooth, and then I edited the speed so that it can come after the lip oil that's in the silver bottle, because I want them to kind of ascend, each one going up, and then like going from left to right. I want it to be like timely and hit one after the other. And you could also make them come up at the same time. It just really depends on your preference. So you're gonna see me do that with everything else, but I'm gonna speed it up so that this tutorial is not forever. So at this point, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm in a flow state. I didn't done multiple animations, so I'm like really knowing how to do the animations. So I stopped duplicating the objects, and I just use these guidelines to help me follow where each object would stop at. And yeah, you can use those rulers and guidelines as well. so that you won't have to keep duplicating and deleting. Like, it just makes it so much easier to just use the guideline and then have it come up and stop there. So yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping and speed it up and let y'all watch the tutorial. And now, as y'all can see, when I did the animations, like, the lip glosses were kind of outside of the bag and I didn't want them to be shown. So honestly, I just made the bag bigger. And then I deleted the bag that was under there, and you can do that by going into layers and scrolling all the way down to where the bag was beforehand. And this is just me testing to see how it will look. And then position, and then you're gonna go all the way to like the bottom layer and delete it. Well, I made the transparency 0, but you could have just deleted it. And then boom, put the bag back on top, and voila, you have your motion graphic. And then I'm not gonna lie, like the plain white background felt a little empty just for me personally. So I went and downloaded a picture from Jayda's Instagram to show y'all how it would look if you like added a background. And yeah, you're gonna see me switching the background to burgundy to see like if it looks better. But honestly, I liked it when it was like the white and creamish color. Like, that just looked the best to me. So you'll see me changing it to that cream and fading the picture out using the transparency button. And I'll play around with the font to see what looks best on this background. And I just thought the burgundy just looked the best to me. And now you'll see the different variations of the graphic. This is the final graphic. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tag my design page at CL Agency if you recreate it.